Hey guys, Earshock here with another Pro Tools tutorial. Today I'm going to be discussing Elastic Audio in Pro Tools 10. But before we begin, I want to thank Jay Red for the instrumental and the vocal recording of this track to use in the tutorial. That's at Jay Red on Twitter, JR3DD, if you guys want to check him out. He's a beat maker and then a mixer as well, mixing engineer. To start off, you have to be in Pro Tools and the edit window. You can't be in the mix window to do this. Only in the edit window, and you need to have an audio track, and you have to have some type of audio or something you imported to or something you recorded in your session to mess around with the Elastic Audio or to fix something. And right now this track has an Elastic Audio enabled, but to enable it you would have to go to this Elastic Audio plugin selector icon here. You would click it and you would click one of these settings here. Now let me discuss these settings for a moment. Right now, Polyphonic, that is good for loops, complex loops, and multi-instrument mixes. So these are all algorithms that do things differently for different types of settings. Like Rhythmic will be good for drums, anything with clear transients, and also let's move on to Monophonic. That's good for vocals and for bass mixes. Varispeed is good for anything that's doing any pitch change, and X-Form is good for all of the above, and it gives the best quality Elastic Audio rendering, so it takes the longest as well. So if you're gonna have a session and you're using Elastic Audio and you want the best quality, X-Form is your best bet. And but it just gotta remember that it takes a while to render. Alright, to enable Elastic Audio, you click that little icon again. And right now I have vocals, so I would click Monophonic, which I did it right here to this track, Monophonic, and you want to have your grid enabled for this, so I'm going to set it to 16th notes. And also you want to change it from samples to ticks so that your audio track conforms to the session tempo automatically and it's not out of time. So right now you see this bottom track is by default sample based. You want to change it to tick based, and if that doesn't work, what you want to do is select, you want to change it to tick based, select your region or your audio, right click it and conform to tempo so that it's in time. Now this track right here is it's out of sync. Let me switch to warp mode. As you can see now, warp and analysis are white instead of grayed out when you switch to Elastic Audio. So just to note there, without Elastic Audio you can't get those options. Right now this track has a little bug right here, or it's out of time. Find it, 'cause I'm not here. And as you can see, the Elastic Audio that I did before we started this tutorial to show you, it made it sound really digital. You can use Elastic Audio to slow things down, speed things up, however you wish. You just got to make sure that it's used appropriately in your session. Now to fix this, what you can do is just click a marker, double click a marker actually I should say, and so that when you double click it, it turns darker, and you can move the markers that are next to it will not move, only or the ones that are not darker will be able to move, but the ones that are darker are pretty much set in stone. So I can move these, but as you can see, the left and the right darker ones will not move, and that's good because you don't want your whole entire audio here moving around on you. If you just want a selective part, you can just click the markers where they are, or even create new ones with your pointer tool to set different markers again, you can use your grid to do that. Right now, to fix this, I would just move this over. Actually, let me find out where the... I would move this over. So I can delete it, actually. I will delete them since I recorded it in time. And you get this nice sounding audio track. 'Cause I'm not here and I live. As you can see, it's in time now. I also wanted to show you guys that when you take it out, the audio track out of Elastic Audio, gives you this pop-up window to either revert your changes or commit your changes that we just did by messing around with the markers. And if you didn't like what you did, I mean, you could just duplicate the track, mess around. If you didn't like what you did, you can just delete the track, or you can just revert back to the original track if you recorded it in time. So that way you're back to square one and you can try something new. That's pretty much it for this Elastic Audio tutorial. There's really not much to Elastic Audio and Pro Tools, but I figured I'd show you guys the basics. This is Earshock. Again, shout out to J Red for the instrumental and the vocals. And Earshock out.